The evidence was provided today, according to my mother. Thanks, Mom. Now I know that the 50-50 thing in my head, and this is a very vague statement, mysterious, because I'm too paranoid to actually really talk about it. So I'm definitely dodging the introduction to this recording, but I think I look pretty good now. Forming some pics. If I can show you the traits of the narcissism. Yeah, it's I knew somebody who had traits of sociopathy, so but maybe narcissism as well, like I did, but I don't know. I mean, it's something. It's slowly happening. It's not like I'm gonna transform my body. That's not really what I'm going for. I'd have to eat a fuck ton of food. But I'm exercising, so just took a job, by the way. Took a job. Might have to quit it. Why would I? Why would I suddenly quit a job after 3 fucking days of working at it? Well, that's because simply we're gonna up the histrionic cunt here. There you go. Shout out to PPP. Trust fund kids. Trust fund crust punks. Poser. Trust fund crust punk posers. In his Joker 2 review. I felt called out there. Because my mindset is, it's a mindset. Doesn't have to be a fashion statement. Been dressing like this. Definitely 13 years ago. I don't know how fucking long ago. A long time ago. Early adolescence. Never fucking matured or grew up. There's getting older, there's growing up. I'm just happen to be getting older. So right now it is 1:40 in the morning. Too fucking late to still be awake. This is a huge trauma dump. That's what I'm saying. A lot. I'm about to have one day. I had a year, a week, and a fucking, a year, a month, a week sober from marijuana. Then I fucking relapsed and started drinking on top of it. I had probably a little bit longer clean from. Point is, I'm a recovering drug addict. That's what I want. I don't want to be an active drug addict. They're all the same to me. They're gonna destroy your life. Maybe it was a good thing that I fucking decided to stop again after I saw and did a Dr. AI that weed causes heart issues majorly. That's good. It's good to know. Now the stoners don't have a fucking excuse anymore that it doesn't kill people. Give it time. Give it fucking time. There's a forced laugh, by the way. When you actually hear me laugh, I don't know. You'll find out, but I have a love-hate thing with drugs. Supplements and vitamins are good. If they're good brands that don't have additives and fucking heavy metals in them from China, and also other fucking shitty things that these products are put out. There's good brands and bad brands. That's all I'm saying, okay? Take that however you will, despite me saying China. Like that motherfucker. I'm not going to get political. No, we're not going to do that. No. That's off topic for now. Hot topic needs to be burnt down. So does Spencer's Gifts. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Okay. Don't take everything so seriously. But I'm staring at my fucking living pharmacy. These are the supplements I'm on. This is a good brand to take. I take NAC, fucking probiotic. Just saw an ad for some fucking ivermectin shit. Maybe I'll buy that. Another probiotic. My guts are fucked up. My like digestive system. Maybe from these. Maybe from this. I stopped taking Claritin. I'm on psych meds for, I want to say 9 years at this point, maybe. One fucking time. I want to stop them slowly. Don't cold turkey them. But they are drugs. And when you freak yourself out over and over and over again, this is a poser shirt, isn't it? Gatekeeper sounding ass. Off topic, but I will be posting all of my mental shit online if I ever get noticed. So I'm not a fake like Bo Blacks. I know a lot of internet stuff. That's been a obsession of mine for many years as well. 28 years old. And very much so at the point in life where I have to just get by and survive. That's all it is. That's all it fucking is. It's just getting by and surviving. But also working. I don't even like money. Stress Build Character. That's a good song by Dystopia. Very relatable lyrics too. I took this fucking job. I've worked like probably 16 jobs. Maybe pushing 20. Honestly. Over the years. Wasn't able to hold down one. For different reasons. Other than my addiction issues. Mental fuckery that's going on. This is not a badge of honor. This is not some like, gotcha, I have this, therefore it's an excuse. It's just something I have that is symptom related. That is autism that I found out as an adult, and BPD and ADHD. Not a good combination at all. I thought I was bipolar 2 for years. Turns out that was a misdiagnosis. So I'm not doing that because, it's hard for me to say I'm not doing it this way when I really do suspect that I did the thing you're not supposed to do, which a lot of Zoomers do this too, where they talk about mental health, but then they like obsess and fixate, like, this is who I am, this is my identity. For me, that's not healthy to do, because there's more to a human being than their fucking mental faculties that hold them down. They can function just fine as human beings over time. I have a big fucking forehead, and when you look at my hairline, but the way I'm presenting myself right now, and we're now 8.5 minutes, and it's all about me, I suspected maybe traits of narcissism, maybe traits of histrionic too. So I honestly think, in my opinion, it's unspecified cluster B, along with the neurodivergent shit. I think I look okay. I think my eyes are wide set. I think I have a big fucking forehead, so I would not be able to pull off the bald at all. But unfortunately, I do think I'm going to be balding at some point in my life. Self-image aside, my identity, I don't fucking know, but I'm a social person. I'm friendly, but I don't know if I'm a good or bad person. I really don't. And major insecurities. I'm hyper aware of my shit, and I'll call myself out for sure. That's holding myself accountable. It's a day at a time. It's more so for me. Yeah, a day at a time means living in the moment. It's just, you gotta fucking figure stuff out. And if you're like bad at focusing and planning stuff out, you just gotta like maybe have a checklist where you keep track of everything you did in a day, and work. Go to a job, or make a living on your own on the internet, yeah, have fun with that. That's by luck, that's by chance. But I used to post videos a long time ago. Probably. I made movies a long time ago with my friends. I actually decided to make YouTube videos on this YouTube channel many moons ago and deleted all of them. Deleted other things on the internet. And then I get paranoid and I think, hey, if this actually panned out and I got noticed enough, the internet would do what it did and does, excuse me, and fucking dig shit up. And my past, which I would own. And you know, if that's the case, because I just told on myself in a very vague way. In a vague way. I'm sober right now. I swear I am. I sobered up for the night. I used hours ago. I got rid of my stash. I flushed the weed down the fucking toilet. I dumped the alcohol down my sink. It's done. It's over with. I can't fucking do it anymore. Dr. AI it. I think I said that earlier in this video about how it causes heart attacks. Weed. Yeah, look it up. If you don't believe me, I'm going to bring that up again and stress that point because it puts strain and stress on your fucking heart. Maybe not everybody, because everybody's mind and body is different. I have greened out really bad. I don't know if any of that was psychosis though, because I didn't have like an out of body. Like I don't remember but I was like acting fucking off the wall insane. I did other drugs a handful of times. Two of them, one of them being, am I going to dump everything on here? This is the dumpity dump truck, dumpity dump video. That's all I was doing this entire fucking time, was just dumping and explaining information. Had a few relationships. Two of them did not pan out at all in a really bad way. The other one, I still talk to my original ex. She is a good person. The other two, not so much, but I'm also a piece of shit right now in remission. I'm going to put it that way. I'm going to phrase it that way. Be nice to myself, but also know that there's a lot more to life than just fucking wasting it. My ambitions, my goals, my fucking longevity, everything. You know, if I want that, if I want to be able to like succeed, to have something that I can focus on throughout the day, long term, whether that be a career that I either can have a living on without working a job. If you guys even follow, I don't know, I'm phrasing things weird, but that's where I'm coming from. That's it. I had to cut this video because I was just going on and on and on about me. I gotta stop doing that. You know, life just happens, it continues. It's all about how I react to things and what I decide to do. It's that simple. I think I'm a good looking guy. I'm tall, I'm 6'2". And I gotta just stop putting mental energy and strain up here when it comes to relationships, because it'll happen when it happens at this point. It's not about so much engaging in doing something from my end, which will be able to happen then with the other. Like, I'll set it up. I'll make the first move. No, it's not how it works. Get it out of my head. There's this poisonous thing in my mind that has to do with how bad I was in the past, and I'm a piece of shit in remission, really. When I say I'm a piece of shit, though, I don't mean that like a self-loathing thing. I mean, I like it. I like how fucking unhinged I can get. And that really got bad when I was doing a ton of drugs. Namely, just weed and alcohol. I did other drugs a handful of times over the years. I just gotta fucking stop. I had a year, a month, and a week, like I said, clean. That is not a lie. Of course, people are gonna think I'm lying about certain things in this video. I know how the internet works, at least this corner of it. Not fully, but you don't get too personal. And yet I already broke one of the rules, because I like to break rules. You don't get too personal on the internet, but that's just what I did. That was the whole fucking video I just made. You dump truck mode this shit. And I don't really care if I ever get doxxed either, because I spit in a fucking tube and gave my DNA years ago, I think 2018, before they had, let's say, certain ethnic panels that came out to update the DNA site. Not that that matters, by the way. Some people will crack the code on that. I mean, 23andMe, of course. And that got sold to India, I think. So that company is fucked. But, that's whatever. And then, of course, people's information is out there. Oh, no, protect yourself, private. I look at it like, okay, I've been going to a healthcare center for, I want to say, a decade at this point, 10 fucking years. And the government knows who I am because I have had neat bucks. Yep, if you know what that is. And that catches a really bad rep. And I mean, I have a job. I have worked now 3 shifts. 3's the magic number. 3rd time's the charm for me to realize if I can fucking take a leave of absence from this until I'm like ready to fucking work, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to work. This would be great, but I got to get my sleep cycle back on track. Go to bed by midnight, wake up around like fucking 10 maybe. That's the goal. I was doing that for months last year. That was the dump. I've lost weight, yet I still weigh 220 pounds. Yet I did a fucking thing on the watch. Not my watch. Not on my watch. So that's the video. I have not made one in a while. I have not posted anything on the internet in a long time. Decided I would. My life is not falling apart either. I like a lot of music. I started collecting vinyl again. Thankfully, I haven't sold any of that. So I could spend it on fucking drugs. Recovery is a day at a time. It's also don't do it alone. There are people out there who can get sober and just stop themselves, and they don't have to join a fucking program or fucking get with any program or interact with other people to help back them up and relate to them and like socialize. But I don't think addicts isolate well, so I don't really know if those people are going to be sober the rest of their... Statistically, addicts die clean and sober. That's very low, those numbers. It's not about the knowledge, though, fully. You have to actually... It's about action. It's about action. Action! Yeah, so... A little blurry there. But that's the whole point of this video, was to just dump truck mode, this stuff. There are qualities I like about myself, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't. I'm smart-hearted. You know, it's just... I'm blanking here because... I don't really have like anything set. My calling, I think, my craft in life is to start making music, start drawing more pictures, start being more creative. Go from there. Of course, I wasn't looking at the lens. by the way, the entire time this was recorded, because my camera's small and I have to look over here, and I'd rather look at my face. But bye. Oh, man. So, I haven't made a video on this channel in a long time. What I mean is, a while ago, many, many years ago, I was doing vinyl updates on here. I was doing fucking funny videos, playing characters. Memory is fucked right now. I mean, it's still there. It's still intact. Attention span, all that. It's just fucking... Do I really want to say this? Do I really want to post it online? Do I really want to open my... Yeah, I can handle it. Sure. Strong-willed. No. Not entirely, I struggle and I'm strong. Those vinyl updates, yeah. So, you know, at the time, and I'm getting a collection going again. I have a collection sitting out there. Industrial head, meaning like all the subcultures, agrotech, fucking all different types of it. Come on, you're not this bad, dude. Agrotech, traditional industrial metal, just all that stuff. The fucking, what was the label again? Wax tracks. To give myself time here, I'm only 4 days clean, okay? If you follow, I fucked up big time. Self-destructive tendencies, slipping in the mindset, and then after that, it's like, well, why not? And I appreciate a routine. I love it. I live it. And then all of a sudden, I decide to impulsively get into a messy routine, and at that point, that becomes my life for recently a little while. And then I realized I have to stop myself. The one thing that I try not to have a control freak mode over is myself, meaning the decisions I make and what I go through in life and how I progress in life. If I could wake up tomorrow and have a life that is ideal, a job long term whenever I feel capable enough to work it, you know, which I'll get there for sure. I'll print off my employment history, which I have access to. I got all the paperwork sitting up over there. Okay, so I'm not fucking lying. Okay, I can prove it. And because I know how this works too. Okay, smirked turded, edgy boy, alternative, 28 years old. Mentality I had when I was 18. I'm gonna be 30 years old next year, my birthday. It's the day before October. If it fucking, you know, I recognize what I'm doing right now in the moment by what's coming out of my big fucking mouth, okay? I don't know fully how the internet works. However, I know how certain aspects of it do. I crashed out last year, a little over a year ago. And, you know, after that, it was kind of funny to me because I had to change my living situation at that time. And a friend of mine, a good friend, like a good person that I talk to, we'll put it that way, who I've talked to for many years, actually told me about a podcast called Locale Live, and I started watching it. And it just, you know, then about a month and a half after my crash out, all of a sudden, you already know, he faked cancer. Okay, I don't like being fake. At some point, the manipulation has to stop, and I have to rip off the fucking mask, stomp on it, and watch it fly away in the sky. Okay, the imagination. There it goes. Bye-bye. Be real. Be raw. Be unfiltered. Don't overdo it, though. It's the main point. You can't have too much of anything in life. There's one thing I've learned many things the challenging, difficult, hard, like fucking type of way, okay, over the years. It's that makes sense, right? I have unpopular opinions. I'm an opinionated guy. You know, it's one of those things where I go through life, I make progress, and then I keep fucking up, and that's due to me, in up here. Now here's the narrative though. I get it's like I have a match and there's gasoline all around me, and then gaslight myself, convince my one little intrusive thought. Anyway, you know, it's like over here, you know, this psychiatric crap that helps me sleep at night that I take every day. Then eventually I decided to start taking supplements and vitamins. And I would explain that later. I got a lot to say. I'm a talker. What can I say? Edgy boy, alternative man. You know, edgy. Grew up watching South Park. I would sneak watching it. And like, oh, nobody's around. Okay, let's turn on South Park. I grew up on newgrounds.com. And then my friends were into 4chan at the time. My friends were in 4chan. I would go on there too. Eventually that kind of fizzled out. And then I started to go on the website again later on. And Reddit happened. And then I was kind of sort of looking on there at times and realizing, whatever. You get the point. You get the point. So that tells you something along the way. And this really had been in my life, my whole life. Halloween time was a lot to me. It meant a lot to me. It used to be like creepy, disturbing, spoopy. And then all of a sudden, that planted the seed for the obsession. And then all of a sudden, at some point, I decided to start dressing up. Created my own wardrobe. And, at that point, it was alternative. You know, there's people who wear the clothes that say they're not in subcultures. There's also people who say they're a punk, an emo, a goth. Scene kind of fizzled out. Metalheads, you know what I'm getting at. Me, it's just like I'm alternative. That's it. If you were like, tell me what your label is, that's the answer. But a lot of like dead internet stuff, like fuck labels, am I right, guys? Kind of raw XD, like that bubbly personality is within me. I look like I'm stressed. I mean, look at these eyes, look at these bags. Okay. Sleep deprived. Despite all of the bitching and moaning so far, I know it'll get back on track because that was my life. A little over a year, clean and sober, and then I'd fuck up, and I'll own it. Okay, I won't lie. Lying, the only thing you gain from lying is trust issues, people laughing at you, making fun of you, fucking fake persona. You get the fucking point. And stop swearing so much, or I'm gonna get a jar. Save up enough fucking money, start putting quarters in it, and then at that point, fucking just empty the jar once it's full and start putting quarters in it again every time I swear. Try not to swear so much. I exercise. I'm showing off that try hard mode. I'll call myself out. Oh shit, you saw that over there. Whatever. The anonymous sobriety cult I'm in that turns my life around. Okay, enough of that. That's enough of that talk, we'll say, because I got a lot of other things I could talk about. Now, what I'm doing right here, I could choose to post this right now. I'm hesitant. How would I deal with haters? How would I deal with people making fun of me? I'm sure there's things to make fun about them too. Trolls, don't feed them too much. Screw with them back, come up with something clever. You know, like they're going to throw friendly jabs at you. Get what you guys fucking get it, okay? Whoever else is watching this, you understand. I am an extreme person to some degree, okay? Because I will say this too. I'm willing to get this off my fucking chest. The edgy guy eventually met some Rikers. Now, this one Riker was ditched by me and the other guy. Now, the whole time, genuinely, functionality right now is terrible. I really want to, show it. Show her I'm at when I'm messy. Show her I'm at where I'm doing good. So, the whole time, I am there to listen, to learn information, to see. I wanted to, like, curiosity runs wild sometimes, imagination, all that, racing thoughts, intrusive, ugly, like, get it out of my head, all that. And, you know, there's times where it's a lot fucking together. The puzzle of the brain is actually intact. There's no cracks in the walls. Now, what I'm getting at is learning the information, talking to them, seeing what their world is all about, and then realizing at some point, enough, draw the line, enough. And then I think, well, shit, I might as well start looking into anarchy and the isms and the tisms and the wisms and the frisms. A long-winded obsession for a long time. Oh, I'm obsessed, and then a break from that. And then it's eventually, it's another obsession, obsessive mind. Now, spiraling out of control happens. It happens, and then I eventually get back together. When it's happening, I now tolerate it. I now have ways and resources to actually make it not so hellish and everything. And also, on top of everything else, I am okay. I'm not going to die. Nothing's going to happen to me. And I'm going to wake up the next day and keep going. Keep going down this road. It's like I'm behind the wheel, and the wheel is life. And I keep going down the road and making progress, and then all of a sudden there's another route right there. As I'm driving, it just appears like, whoa, wait a minute, what was that? Because it like looks intriguing. There's like, whoa, what the fuck? It doesn't look like the road that I'm fucking going down. And then I decide, you know what? Back up, reverse the car, fucking start going down that path that just suddenly appeared. And going down that path, there's a lot of twists and turns. There's like fucking tree branches falling down. Like it's like it's fucked. It's cooked. It's completely destructive too. It's a hazard for the vehicle. I keep driving down that road. And then eventually either the fucking car crashes, it gives out, I run out of gas, whatever it is. And then at that point, I'm like, well, fuck. It's time to get back on that road I was going down before, the progress road, the process of actually living a life. It's that simple. Employment, yeah, eventually I'll conform and I'll work a job part-time, eventually full-time. That's a goal of mine that I'll reach at some point. I worked a job for 3 fucking days, and then I decided to impulsively quit it because I wanted to go back to more meetings, you know, that anonymous thing that I said about, like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, whatever that was. Yeah. Trying to think of other things to talk about, just that's the update. That's the Maxplain for you. The Maxplanations, I talk in exposition. And then it's, when life is more together and I'm more functional, and I do want to be free of the psych drugs too. I do. Meds, no. I have opinion, oversharing, unpopular opinions, weird, unusual, bizarre, and I embrace it. Okay, because if I make a mistake in life, everyone does. It's not mentally ill to have an inner voice either. Mine just happens to be a dialogue that doesn't fucking stop. So I gotta change the tune and just, like, you know, chill out and stop at that point and just move on. Because the more I sit there and fixate on the up and down, the snowball effect mentally, the gaslight that I can do to myself, the roller coaster effect emotionally, the dysregulate, talk. You get the picture. I'm gonna make that worse. Clean your room. Shut up. You didn't clean your own fucking room, you hack. Fraud. Gym, exercise, hydration, all that. I know what I don't. There's many things I'm unaware of in life. There's many things I'll learn. Everyone has an ego. I know I'm not above and below anybody. The moral compass is what I'm getting at, okay? Because digestive is fucked. I'm not going to talk too much about health, too, okay? Not gonna get too fucking fixated on the health, my health, my health, my health, my mental, my physical, because I know at this point that'll work out when it does. And that'll take time. That'll take a lot of time. It's about patience. It's about I'm aware. I'm self-aware to a fault, and if I fall on my ass in other ways because I drew the line, that's don't do the fucking thing I'm in recovery for. That's don't fucking I can think about that guy sucks, that guy's stupid, whatever, and then have like thoughts about like but I don't do that either. I took an anger management course is what I'm getting at there. It was helpful. There's my cookie. I'm not doing this for a bunch of validation, okay? I'm not doing this because I want attention. I'm not doing this because that's my life and I like to point out all the things I'm doing all the fucking time because I'm the shit. Like type of mindset, okay? I know some people online like that. I know some people IRL like I have known people IRL like that I don't talk to anymore. And those people are probably not actually looking at themselves in a healthy way. They're also not dealing with certain aspects of their life that they need to probably look at and turn it around. That's the main message I'm carrying here, is that anybody, it's not even just everything I said about me personally, it's anybody, and I broke one of the fucking rules of the internet too. And anyone else out there in all walks of life, whoever they are, doesn't fucking have to be me and my issues. Everybody, it doesn't matter what they're fucking dealing with in life, okay? Somebody who fucking puts their blood, sweat, and tears and works 40 hours a fucking week, 40 hours, at least 40 hours a fucking week, okay? My heart goes out to those people who can actually function at a job and work full time and then some. Good for you. I hope you guys fucking figure it out. I hope you people, whoever the fuck you are, I hope you can just like, hopefully that doesn't eat at you and it's not a soul sucking thing. I have found my craft, okay? Creative writing. I have instruments. I don't know how to use them. A keyboard, a microphone that I have to actually now get a different microphone so it can work with the distortion pedal. If you follow my drift, to get the software figured out. I want to make music again. I have not in years. I want to fucking do more creative writing. I have an idea. I've had an idea for the longest time. I checked copyright information. I don't have the money. And that's a passion project of mine that I've had for a very long time. Many, many years. And hopefully that works out and that can become a reality. Because Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Oh, don't even get me started. Completely different in the same vein, though. Swearing way too much, constantly. Too many. I mean, you can have swears, yeah. You can get, like, raunchy and, like, F-bombs. The writing of that show, that's at least one criticism I have. I didn't even watch... I checked it out a little bit. I didn't even watch much of either cartoon because I was really disappointed that... that was already happening, yet I thought of it way the fuck back in high school, freshman, sophomore year, around fucking there. It was in my head, and I fleshed it out. It was before I even took my first fucking hit of anything, and it was 3 characters. And I'm just going to stop there, because now if I tell, it's OC, do not steal type of content, okay? It's a whole fucking idea for a cartoon that I won't ever fucking make ever, because for one thing, I know how to draw. I can show you my drawings. They're up there. I won't go get them, though, because I'll just fucking... Oh, God. Do I really... start posting more on that fucking website? The point I'm getting at is I have a style, an art style that I draw. And it's my own thing. I have... Nothing is original. I have my influences. I don't wear my mental illnesses on my sleeve. My influences are on my sleeve. Whatever the fuck else it is. But, like, that's it. Kind of a nerdy guy. Nerdy's not a bad word. Bizarre, weird is not a bad word. There's just different types of nerds. There's different types of weird people. There's different types of different types of people. These are the people you gotta avoid. These are the people you gotta, like, I'll put it this way. There are worms. There are worms, rats, snakes, chameleons, and butterflies in life. At least, aside from whatever the fuck normal is. Now, the chameleons and butterflies are usually the social, extroverted types. I relate heavily to that. And friendly people and whatever. And they have no bad intentions now. The worms, the snakes, the fucking rats. Those are people you gotta watch out for. And those people definitely, whether they intended it or not, I've known them. They taught me well. And that only gets you so far. It fucks your world up. It shortens your lifespan. It's unhealthy as fuck. It's an overused word. It's toxic. And another overused word. It's cringe. Well, no, I'd say this is probably more so. Secondhand embarrassment and try hard. Where the fuck did those words go? I don't know. But the point is, I've had a hell of a life, and so have other people, okay? I'm not the only fucking one here. Another thing. Humility. It's huge. It's helpful. Humility, humble, yeah, great. That's good to keep in mind. Dystopia is a great band. Stress does build character. It's also mental anguish. It's also fucking hell. It's also gonna really deteriorate your mind and body. It's like smoking a cigarette. Doesn't kill you immediately, but stress eventually makes you develop health conditions later on in life that could kill you. And yeah, it does build character. You do get stronger from all of the pain that you go through, whatever that's emotional pain, physical pain, whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, you rise up, you keep going. Are you going to rise above in life? Or are you going to stay down there in the shit? When you're in the shit, are you going to like stay in it and fucking, and then, those rats, those fucking, memory, the attention span, the rats, the fucking, snakes, and those three, at least I can laugh at myself. The parasitical people, they're from all walks of life, doesn't matter who it is, that you'll find. They're not even just parasitical. They have bad intentions, okay? And you don't know because they're putting up a facade. And once they put up that facade, and I'm guilty, okay? I'm guilty, and I'm done. I ripped the fucking masks off. And I'm done with it. I stomped on it. It flew away. It disappeared. And then that's it. I'm done. Okay, it doesn't matter. As I'm going down that good road, and then there's the bad road I want to suddenly turn over to. I don't get to fucking do that as much as I would like to, because it's fun. Okay, because addictive personality, over there, like, oh yeah, I could totally start putting up a facade and using all of these tactics that I didn't even know about until I researched it. And I'm well aware that these opinions I have, I don't know a lot of information on certain stuff, so I don't act like a know-it-all. I don't, because I'm going to sound judgy as fuck. People who are know-it-alls are ones who, I'll put it this way, the Captain Adderall, the man who destroyed the internet, if you even follow the streamer guy that I don't talk about anymore, when he's rapid fire talking over there in his fucking little world of his own. I don't even... That's how I feel about it. But when he is debating somebody else, and then that person he's debating or whatever, and I guess he owns, totally debate, bro, he won, because the other, or whatever it is, debates are not what they fucking used to be, first of all. Second of all, the fucking person that is debating or whatever it is, you'll come across one streamer, whoever the fuck, random nobody, rando, who acts like they know a lot about the topics that they're talking about, and they don't. And I'm guilty of it myself, okay? But I'm willing to own it, to call it out because of the hyper awareness and being self-aware to a fault. Now, my faults and my flaws don't define me. My mental illnesses do not define me. The problems do not define me. They do not consume me. I don't let them have power over me. They're like monsters, yeah. I guess some people would say inner demons that are there. Demons to some, angels to others. At times, the fucking Cenobites have hijacked my mind. And right now, they're here. They're fucking here. Sleep deprived, 4 days sober. I've been through it. I'll survive again. I'm not a victim either. Okay, there's ones who are the victim. There's ones who are survivors. I've played the victim game before in the past. Way long ago. Now I've learned, you know what? Survivor. Hopefully the fight or flight doesn't kick in, when it's that mode going off in your head, like, well, shit. Well, fucking shit on a shingle, dude. Holy fuck. I'm having a moment. That fight or flight just kicked in because of my survival instinct. It doesn't just mean that, though. It also means going through life and just surviving and getting by, you know, at a job, when you're in public, when you're a little insecure. I have major insecurities and I'm working on it. All of the problems I said, I'm working on it. As much as I want to, like, the digestive is fucked. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. It's a whole fucking story and a half, I could say. Why waste time on it? It's in one ear, out the other, because I know eventually my health is going to improve. And, you know, do I really want to say it? It's a joke. It is a joke. I'm not entirely... It's going to happen. Sure, it's inevitable. Sure, whatever. Zastro's fucking gastrointestinal problems, and he's eating his casserole, and then his black hole has issues and all that shit. There you go. Fucking said it. I said it. Yeah. I'm not afraid of that, at least. Until it's happening to you, you don't know. Yeah, you really don't know in life. As much as the intrusive thoughts, as much as the delusions, as much as whatever the fuck it is, as I learned and I figured out what these things are. You know, at that point, it was like, okay, I get it. Yeah, all these things that suck, I don't thrive off of them. I don't let them consume me. And also, I completely forgot what I was just saying. That's where my mental's at. It'll get back on track. I want to hope that it does. I want to hope that everything doesn't fall the fuck apart, even though it has in the past. And that falling apart has actually gotten so fucking bad that it's like, at that point, well, shit, man. What am I going to do now? I know what to do now. But there's a lot of things in life I'm unaware of. The things I know are the things that help me succeed. Have success. And you know what's also kind of cool? My psychiatrist is okay with me tapering. You know what's also cool? Do I really want to say this? Too late. I have to fucking say it now. My doctor, primary, I have opinions. But I'm not like sitting there like, hate is not good to have in your soul. That's what I'm getting at with that. And I don't even, like, there's, like, disappointing things. You know what? Doctors are having a hard time diagnosing people physically, mostly physically. Mentally is another whole fucking topic, because those are brain doctors. Regular doctors are a different story. And mine made 2 referrals for me. So you know what? I'll deal with it. And hopefully they figure something out, because I never did fucking IV. What the fuck is this? Down here. Can you even see that on camera? Fucking A, I don't know if you can. I gotta prove it. All right, do it. That's been there for a year. Maybe you can see that with the lighting. Fucking. Now that crap, I don't know what it is, but I got vein surgery happening. Yeah, I don't even see it. I don't believe you. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. I think I'm stupid. The point is, maybe you can see the vein. Maybe you can't even fucking see it, but it's been there for over a year. Believe me, in person, you could see it real good. Sure. Let's fucking prove it, dude. You can't. It's focus the fucking camera. Look, I'm done. I'm my fucking point. There's my fingers in the way. Now, you might think this is a crash out. You might think, oh my God, this guy's fucking crazy. Well, a little bit, kind of. The resilience, the confidence, the reframing the mind, the stop it, let it go. And when you're not, start thinking about it in a different way, change the fucking mindset, move on, and keep progressing. That's all it is. Easier said than fucking done. I know eventually I'll be free of these psych meds. Taper process happens a little while from now, given that I'm regenerating and detoxing at the same time. I remember, because my memory's not too fucked, I'm perma-fried off of a drug I don't even want to talk about because I got a lot of resentments for it. And the information that I learned about, and I deleted AI off of my phone for my own well-being for now. And AI told me some information that they're getting from sources that I know are actually not inaccurate. Eventually, people are going to be sent to the fucking ER having actual heart attacks from my drug of choice. And then at that point, have fun, fuckers. And I hated it because the shit I'm predisposed to, it was brought out. And I'm perma-fried off of it, too. Doesn't matter if I have 2-3 fucking years. Drinking, too, definitely happened a lot. Binge drinking, and then bordering on fucking alcoholism. And I think after this fucking little self-destruction, yeah. So I'll just fucking say it. Judgment, what's that? I'm a fuckface, podhead, alcoholic in remission, who dabbled in other substances in the past. I have not touched them in a long time. This is not for brownie points. This is not for badge of honor. This is just getting raw, emotional, and then posting it online. Are you fucking kidding? Once it's online, it's permanent. The internet is a lot different now than when you made those videos in the past, when you were doing vinyl updates. And that's really where the memory kind of fades, because unfortunately those are permanently deleted. If all of those are archived somehow, great. Are they actually archived? I have no fucking clue. I had a lot of cool, fun stuff on there back when I was in my early 20s. I'm now reaching my late 20s. And unfortunately, that's it. It's done. It's over with. Stop obsessing about the videos you made on YouTube forever ago. Why? Because I haven't figured it out. Okay? I have an idea for how to get through fucking life. And now it's time to actually do it little by little, day by day, and just fucking be okay enough in my head and function okay. Yet I do think, and this is again the narrative, okay? And I realize that when I think about this narrative, I should stop because it's not healthy. Yeah, it's not at all. And then the obsession stops. Yet I really do think I developed, other than the fucking stuff that I was predisposed to, abusing substances, the two that I mentioned, mostly those two. And fucking the other shit that I just mentioned, all that running my fucking mouth, big fucking mouth. All of that being said, I do think psych drugs, meds aren't working. You ever hear the song? Still a very relevant one. I wish Richard Cheese would cover that one. I really fucking do. Not the point, though. The point is that eventually they start doing the opposite of what they're supposed to do. When you're on them for 10 fucking years, that's where I'm at. Now, other people can be on a low dose of maybe 1, and it can work out for them. It depends on the person. There are exceptions. I'm pulling this out of the provider, the professional that I go to, and me. Okay? So that's this has done damage. This has scrambled my noggin really bad over the years. This has done not irreversible damage if I slowly taper them and then go through horrible withdrawal. I know what I'm getting myself into. If I slowly taper it, the withdrawal is not going to be as bad. I can't imagine cold turkey. Are you kidding me? You won't die, I don't think, but it's got to be worse than downers. It's got to be worse than uppers. Screamers, laughers, all that crap. It's got to be worse, right? I sound like a parrot when it comes to worm brain, man. And that guy's a sellout and an asshole, and I'm an asshole fuckface in remission. But that guy, he made a good point, okay, about, yeah, I get it, about the fucking meds, the psych drugs. They're drugs. Shout out to Taper Clinic. Maybe it's good that I probably I've not watched that channel in a long time. And it's been, I love you a long time. It's the best that I just unsubscribe at this point. But references aside, and no, I'm not gonna say that either. References aside, as long as I don't commit, it's like don't act on these thoughts. It's not just wanting to do drugs, okay? It's not just wanting to have sex. I'm glad that never really happened too much for me. Everything happens for a reason. It's not time yet. And I'm glad that, other fucking things, addiction, come on, money, gambling, sex, drugs, manipulating, fucking other things that people can get. This right here in my fucking hand, are you kidding me? It used to be landlines, then it was flip phones, and now it's fucking, are you kidding me? Landlines, flip phones, smartphones. Smartphones are addictive as fuck. There's a lot of things that people can get addicted to, is, again, what I'm getting at. The long-winded, eventually I make a point. All this type of talk, this dialogue, this mess in a fucking half, this huge hot fucking mess that you're hearing and seeing. And again, I think I look like about a 7, okay? Because I might have traits. Everyone has ego. I think I maybe have a little tiny, amount of narcissism. Believe me, that was learned, whether people in my life, in my past, even whatever it is, intended it or not. Learned behaviors, stuff I don't act on. What else? People, upbringing, all this shit. It's all factors. It's all stuff going on in my head. And then it's not a mind race. It's not a mind fuck constantly. Why? Why would I go out and relapse again? I am like usually, even when life is going better, still dysfunctional, still a mess, but a much more of a work in progress. Still dysfunctional, still a mess, but I'm still a work in progress. I fucking sit here on my ass. Then I get up and I go to the gym, or I have dumbbells at my house, and I fucking so I'm working on music and all this other crap, and it's just like that. Actually do it. I'm gonna end the video by saying this: fucking do it. I would show off my vinyl and start. I could talk your ass off about music for days. Okay, I love all types of punk, all types of industrial music, umbrella terms. Goth is, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really hit me the same way. Death rock is amazing. Experimental music is awesome. Other genres I can't think of right now. My patch, my fucking battle, whatever, it's over there, right over the fuck there. And